hired too many people last week. You gotta go. Okay, people, welcome back to another Fwoosh Weekly. As always, I'm Robo, and Mezco. That's the big topic for today. All my socials, all the forums, all the comments are just like, God damn that Mezco site. Nothing earth-shattering happening today, except for maybe that Superman shattering the internet. But there's still stuff to talk about. It's toys. We would be sitting here talking about stuff we already have if there was nothing new to talk about, right? The Jazwares AEW Unrivaled Collection commercial that you saw in the intro, it's been airing for several weeks. I think I first saw it during Double or Nothing, or somewhere. It was during the pay-per-view, I think. But I kept forgetting to grab it or talk about it until this week when we have just a tiny bit of blink and miss it news. Smith's Toys in the UK has posted a listing for the AEW ring, which isn't anything new. We've seen the ring itself in the commercial, in the original promotional images, in the debut, even at Toy Fair. It was set up in the booth, but I think this is the first time that we've seen any reference to pricing. In fact, is this the first solicitation for AEW figures in general? But besides that little tidbit of info, it seems to also come with a version of Cody in silver ring gear. I'm not sure if this Cody and ring setup is a Smith's exclusive, or if this is how it's going to be released all over the world. Just no info yet. But doing a currency exchange, we get an idea of price here. The ring and Cody, again, if it is released like this everywhere else, it should be about $35, $40, and it releases in September, hot on the heels of the first wave. Ooh. Like I talk about every time a Super7 Ultimates line comes up, they need to get with the releasing, you know, get some product into customers' hands, build up some confidence, and then continue on the steady stream of pre-orders along with a steady supply of plastic into grubby little collector hands. And it looks like that's finally happening. The Entertainment Earth exclusive glow-in-the-dark Toxic Avenger or Toxic Crusader, I'm not familiar with the property, but it shipped out in the past few weeks, and then Brian Flynn also posted this picture of boxed up standard Toxic Avengers ready to ship out to customers. They're coming out. He also teased the slipcovers for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Splinter and the Thundercats Mum-Ra. And we all know what package shots means. Everybody together. Right around the corner. I probably should have told you I was going to sing that and not say it. We'll work on that. But that's not all. Super7 also teased a partnership with Disney, which could be huge. What this means, who knows? But I'm thinking it has something to do with reaction, right? Or something oddball, because it skews the furthest away from other companies and their licenses with Disney. It'll be interesting to see what comes about, though. Storm Collectibles had a tease of their own this week with the 54th version of Sub-Zero. But at least this time, it is the unmasked version from Mortal Kombat 3, right? Believe me, I know they have to keep the main characters going in the line, and on top of that, the benefits of reuse in general. But this is like making a Marvel line and just continuously throwing out Spider-Man and Wolverine, or a Star Wars line where there's many Darth Vaders and Luke Skywalker. That doesn't work either. A Masters of the Universe line with different He-Mans and Skeletors. That was a bad example. But before you go down to the comment section, hear me out. Wait, come back. The difference there, with those lines, they do keep doing the iconic characters over and over, but they're usually set within waves or sets with other characters, background characters, secondary characters, whatever. Whereas the Storm offerings are usually just that single release, and then you have to wait till the next one if you want something different. Again, believe me, I understand the rationale, the thinking behind it, but, whew, point still stands. They need to give the ninjas a rest. But then again, there's also the people who do want a Mortal Kombat 3 Sub-Zero. They've been waiting for that version, so who am I to talk? For Turtle Tuesday, NECA jumped on the Tease train and said that they would have a reveal for their Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles line, and then it ended up being the 1990 movie Turtle Boys in packages for their exclusive Walmart release. Or should I say re-release. And while we knew about these, and they are... there was the San Diego release, there was the GameStop release, and now they're coming in 2-packs to Walmart, but I can't help it. I like the look of these. I'm slightly tempted by them again because it comes with a new bandana accessory, and I know that doesn't sound like much. It's the same figures, it's the same weapons, it's the same accessories, except for a third option to plug in the back of the bandana, and then the two parts hang down over the shoulders on both sides. I just love that look. In my brain, I think, oh, that looks perfect. But I don't need all four looking like that, so I may just try to hunt down the Donnie and Leo pack have Leonardo with those new hangy downies, not related to Robert at all. And then it never hurts to get another Donatello because he's the best turtle. I keep trying to tell you guys this, and people argue with me, but it's true. Hopefully there will be a release of these right around the corner. Okay, we need to do a countdown. We'll work on it, I swear. I'm not a King Kong aficionado, but I know of the property. I know King Kong because I don't live under a rock. So when NECA announced their version of King Kong, I wasn't quite aware that it's kind of an amalgam of different looks throughout the years. It definitely has that old school flavor, especially in the face, specifically the eyes, but then it brings in the scarring and battle damage that we see with a lot of modern takes. Comes with alternate hands and heads, but I wish it came with a closed mouth option, just because. You know, options. And at 8 inches tall, you can display it with other NECA offerings, of course, or you can fudge it into your Marvel Legends display next to that custom red ghost, or even, get a red cape and put it beside the upcoming Mezco Conan. It looks like it has enough articulation to go toe-to-toe with all of those lines. $22 should hit in September. Diamond Select looks to be one of the first companies to post their exclusives for what would have been San Diego Comic-Con next month. Online retailers have put up pre-orders for a Muppet box set that contains Floyd Pepper, Janice, and Animal, who was previously released, along with Dr. Teeth and Zoot to round out the band. Yeah, I had to read that because I don't follow the line, and I haven't watched anything Muppets since Muppet Babies was on Saturday mornings. You remember that? Some of the promo shots floating around doesn't show all the instruments it comes with, and it has Animal behind the drum set that was standard release. But with the box set, he gets a whole new drum set and everybody gets their instruments, so don't worry about that. And then they have this, proving that even if I'm not into a property, throwing it into some retro or nostalgic packaging will make me go, do I need that? Like the Tron Deluxe VHS figure. No attachment to Tron whatsoever, but seeing that little fake cover that looks like a VHS tape inside the old soft cover, ooh, it just makes me tingly inside. Also a little bit guilty for all those tapes I didn't rewind when I returned them to the rental store. See, back in the day we had to go to stores to actually find movies to bring home and then watch them. It was crazy times. But I do know a little bit about Diamond Select's Nightmare Before Christmas because my wife collects that line. That's right, there's toys all over my house. So I'll probably be grabbing this, not because she needs another Jack or a Zero or Santa Claus or Oogie Boogie in a different color scheme, but because the box has a black light installed to make the figures glow when you activate it. That looks badass. When I told her about this, she was like, but I have all those characters. But I look at this, and okay, I need that. The Muppets and Nightmare Before Christmas sets are $120 a piece. The Tron set is $40, and it all should release in July. McFarlane Toys has posted pages for 4 of their upcoming DC Multiverse figures, and while we had seen leaks for these metal characters, we hadn't seen the final articulation schemes or the accessories they come with. Plus, it's always nice to get something official. Earth 32 Batman, or Dawnbreaker, comes with a Demon Bat light projection because this is Bruce Wayne, who got a Green Lantern ring but didn't have Alfred to guide him. At least that's what I read just a minute ago. Earth 44 Murder Machine is a rogue AI program with the technological powers of Cyborg and the tactical brilliance of Batman. This figure comes with an alternate left hand with terror tentacles coming out of it. Grim Knight apparently killed Joe Chill with his own gun and then went on to become his Earth's version of Punisher. Just a Batman armed to the teeth. The figure comes with a lump of molded weapons on the back that it gets the presentation across, but at the same time, I like lots and lots of weapons. But this'll work. He does come with 2 weapons he can hold, though. But I'll be damned if that's not one of the better Batman heads that I've seen on a toy recently. And then there is Earth 1 Devastator, a mishmash of different construction vehicles that you transform and stick. Okay, that's what I usually think of. This is actually a mishmash of Bruce Wayne and Doomsday. And both Bat's Day and Doomsman sound silly, so Devastator it is. No accessories with this one, but it is confirmed to be $20, which is a nice chunk of plastic for the price. And if you're anti-7-inch, you can fudge this into your 6-inch line too, so there you go. Win-win. The original leak also had a Red Death, but in the descriptions for all of these on the pages, there is a Earth 52 Batman listed, and after a quick Google search, that is Red Death, so I figure he's coming anytime now. All of them are $20, should hit in fall 2020. Like I alluded to at the first here, Mezco started teasing their 1/12 Collective 1978 Superman earlier this week. Then there was a teaser picture yesterday showing the head sculpt, showing it was a separate neck piece. There's some articulation, you see the cloth, and then today, bam, noon, the internet collapsed. It's a pretty good looking figure. It has that flavor of 1978 Superman, but you can see some little Mezco-fied elements. The costume could be tighter, the cape integrated a bit better, but at the same time, I got that Michael Keaton Batman. I need some Christopher Reeve Superman to go along with it. One of the sticking points for people is the $125 price tag, but it comes with a base with the ice coming up and the lights coming on, which some people don't care for. And I wish, since this was a Mezco exclusive, that there would be a standard edition down the road. But every time we talk about that, it doesn't happen. So, but it also comes with ice slidey things to put in there, a kryptonite necklace, a chunk of kryptonite, many hands, and then an alternate smile. Oh my god, what is going on? That's kind of scary. It's an alternate head. I probably won't use it, but as I was looking at it, staring at it as it burned my soul, I went searching for Christopher Reeve pictures, and he does kind of smile like that. So it does parallel that scene, well, fairly well. I mean, again, stare. Ooh. What? $125. It is Mezco exclusive, so you have to go to the site to get it, and it should release in the future. Speaking of conflicted feelings, Dorkside Toys posted new pretty promotional pictures of the upcoming Transformers Earthrise figures. First off, I have no attachment to Snapdragon. I was drifting out of G1 Transformers by the time Triple Changers came around, but I will admit the robot mode here is nice and chunky, and it's different enough to add to my Decepticon ranks. I mean, it's a nice bolster there. And you know me, I don't transform my Transformers, crazy people, all expecting, I just want the robot modes. But then you have the dragon mode, you have the ship mode. The Quintesson Judge is looking great right out of the movie, right out of my brain pan. I look at it, I know exactly what I'm looking at here. So it's definitely going on the shelf. I'm excited, but at the same time, it feels a little bit like an accessory. Part of me wishes it was a bit bigger. It's not a deal breaker, my gripes about it. But then there's Megatron. Oh, Megatron, you troublemaker, you. I find myself thinking that I like the Siege Megatron better, or even the silvery repaint for the Netflix release. Maybe it's the head, maybe it's the face. There's something not quite there here, not quite there here. But it just doesn't seem different enough for an upgrade. Of course I talk all this shit. I said the same thing about the Earthrise Starscream, and then as soon as I had a chance to get it, I got it, because I'm a good little consumer. All three of these are Voyager class. They will cost you $30. Snapdragon comes out in July, the other two in August. The Hasbro GameStop exclusive Star Wars The Black Series Gaming Greats Stormtrooper Commander started shipping out last week. I got it around here somewhere. And then this week, the Gaming Greats Shadow Stormtrooper started shipping, and it should be on the front porch at any moment now. So not really news. If you ordered it, you probably have a shipping notice by now. This is not an excuse to talk about Star Wars, since there's nothing Star Wars in this episode. The same could be said about Marvel Legends, so what we're going to do here is talk about the artwork that artist David Nakayama has posted on his Twitter for the the packages for the upcoming Deadpool Strong Guy wave. He's been posting bigger, cleaner shots, and I'm not even going to apologize. I love stuff like this, especially when it's related to my favorite corner of the Marvel Universe. Black Tom looking weaselly, Maverick finally fulfilling that lifelong wish of Maverick in plastic form. Okay, not quite lifelong, but you know what I mean. Warpath and Sunspot, great additions to my X-Force display. And then Pirate Deadpool and Shikla with Jeff are figures I'm now looking forward to after barely acknowledging they exist before this. But the crazier thing about that is that reviews of these are already popping up in YouTube land right now as I ramble. That's along with the Spider-Man Retro wave. I can't keep up. I'm not even going to try. But bright side, you know what that means, right? Okay, here we go. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. Right around the corner. Okay, who's pitchy? Somewhere over here. It seems the new Tamashii Cinema site is gonna be rocking along with the release info for the foreseeable future, at least. After revealing a Figuarts 1984 Wonder Woman, the Mandalorian's IG-11, and then the Iron Man Mark I last week before last, somewhere in there, this week they hit us with the birth of Iron Man Tony Stark. The first pics we saw of this figure was Tony in his business attire, suit, tie, glasses, you know, from when he was introducing the Jericho. I even did the thing. It looks like a very nicely articulated suit body, and it fits Tony's shape really well, but at the same time, it's missing the pinstripes on the suit and the design that's on the tie from the movie. Also, the figure suit is blue when I think it's black in the movie, but I will fully admit that it may be a case of, is Hoth Han's jacket blue or brown? But this figure is actually 2 toys in one, coming with a whole swappable upper body. The other look is Tony hanging out in a cave, in a tank top, with the visible arc reactor through it, bare arms, work gloves, and then to make sure he doesn't get bored, it also comes with an anvil, a hammer, tongs, and a mask plate for Iron Man Mark 1. That is quite a few display options, and it makes the $82 price tag feel more worth it, I think. I think their face plates, they're swappable at the top. You can see a seam line in this picture right here on the side when he's, you know, on the height of technology in 2008 smartphone. But I feel like Bandai's kind of slipping when it comes to their face printing technology. It definitely looks like Tony, but then the beard seems penciled in, and the eyes are a bit caricature-ish. Slightly, just enough to make you glance twice, and then you get used to it, but then you look at some of their older figures that look more realistic, and then you look back, oh, it's weird. Well, okay, it's not bad. Oh, it is weird. It is a Soul Web exclusive, but it will be available, well, it is available right now through the premium Bandai US site. Like I said, $82 to adhere to the $80 threshold that Bandai has to keep to sell Marvel figures domestically, and then it should release in November. That puts it right in the same month as the Iron Man Mark 1, so if you're a fan of Stark, that's going to be an expensive month. Just this morning, they announced Tamashii Features 2020, which is an online virtual show scheduled for July 4th and July 5th. They say there will be 200 exhibits to browse from the comfort of your own home through a VR interface, and that, as much as I love going to shows, just the chance to be able to sit in my underwear and look at toys at a show, okay. Soul of Chogokin, the new Imaginary Works Goku, Kamen Rider, that's some of the ones they have announced that they will be showing there, but they also make sure to point out that they will be revealing new Figuarts figures for Avengers Endgame. Whether that's new figures or new figures that they've shown at shows before and haven't released yet, who knows, but it's Avengers. But then like any big con, there are exclusives. There's the SH Figuarts Dragon Ball Goku in purple, which I think was released during the Dragon Tour last year, and then at San Diego Comic-Con, and then a reissue of the SH Figuarts Iron Man Mark III with new shiny paint job and paint shipping in places. You know, for that lifelike, realistic Stark can't keep an armor clean for 10 minutes feel. They say these will ship within a week of the show, but they will be Soul Web exclusive, not on the US site, so you have to go through the third-party vendors. So if you missed out on the Mark III and you're excited about the Tony Stark coming up and the Iron Man Mark I, there you go. And that's it for this week. Yeah, I didn't mean to gripe. It's just one of those days, I guess. If you're interested in seeing any of these pictures up close or more info or links to pre-orders, I will be posting all of that on the Fwoosh front page Saturday at noon. Diamond Select getting their Comic-Con exclusives up on Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth. That makes me wonder when we'll see the Hasbro stuff or other companies. Yeah, I can already feel July is going to be an expensive month and a stressful month. If the Mezco Superman today is any indication of what we're going to go through over the next month, oh my god. Click, 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 click. But if you enjoyed this Fwoosh Weekly, comment, like, subscribe. Much love to the plus. If you're interested in seeing videos early or just in a position to help out the channel, patreon.com. But wherever you may be watching this, I'll catch you on the Fwoosh. Yeah, I knew I had it around here somewhere. It's blue. Look at that. And oh, is that? Whatever. It's blue. It's pretty.